Today, we're diving into something really important, especially for parents, teachers, and anyone who works with kids. We are going to talk about the Ajna Center in human design and how children with defined and undefined Ajna centers think and process information very differently. Once you understand these differences, you'll know how to truly support them at home, in school, and in life. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Lakshmi. I'm an energy healer, medium, Jinkies guide, author of the children's book about meditation, The Myth of the Nymphs, and the developer of Rise and Shine Meditations app. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into human design, Jinkies, and more mindful parenting content. Alright, let's get into it. Think of Ajna Center as the brain's research lab. It's where thoughts are processed, organized, and prepared for communication. But here's the catch. The Ajna is not the boss. It's not supposed to make decisions. Its job is to research, compare, imagine, remember, and organize ideas, but not to decide. Now, kids are taught from a very young age to think before you act, but in human design, the truth is the mind isn't where real decisions come from. Trying to live life through the mind can cause stress, anxiety, and constant what if I choose wrong feeling. And for kids, that creates confusion and fear, especially when their natural mental process isn't supported. Let's break it down simply. Defined Ajna equals fixed way of thinking. These kids have a consistent, structured way of processing information. Their thoughts are reliable and they usually feel confident in what they think. But they might have a hard time changing their mind or seeing things from another point of view. Here's an example. If you ask a child with a defined Ajna how to solve a puzzle, they likely stick to the method they know. Even if you show them another way, they might resist it because their mind is wired to trust their way. Their challenge: they often try to make decisions with their mind. They might overthink things, worry a lot, and get stuck in loops of, did I do the right thing? Also, they might struggle to meditate or quiet their mind, which is okay. For them, the best practice is not to stop their thoughts, but to observe them like watching clouds pass by. What do they need? To know that their thinking is trustworthy, but not always right for making choices. Also, to learn how to pause and listen to their body or inner authority before acting, and have time and space to research and explore topics they love. This lights them up. Undefined Ajna equals open, flexible mind. These kids are like mental sponges. They absorb ideas from everyone around them. One day they can be logical, the next day artistic, and the next day philosophical. And here's an example. Let's say this child is sitting in a cafe near someone dreaming of a big white teddy bear. The undefined Ajna child might suddenly think they want this exact toy, even though it wasn't their idea. A day later, they throw the toy into the dumpster because it wasn't their true idea to begin with. What's their challenge? They may feel mentally inconsistent. Also, they can compare themselves to others and think something is wrong with them. And they often feel pressure to be sure or know the answer, even though their mind is built for exploration, not certainty. What do they need? To be told it's okay to have a change in mind, to let go of the need to be right or certain, and support in learning how to listen to their inner compass, not follow every passing idea. Here's the problem. The modern school system rewards fixed thinking, memorization, and certainty. It praises kids who raise their hands first, give the right answer, or stick to one way of doing things. That's great for defined Ajna kids until they burn out from overthinking or feel bad for not being flexible. But for the undefined Ajna kids, This creates deep insecurity. They might feel stupid for not remembering things. They might try to force their minds to stay still or be logical when that's not how they naturally work. We need to change this. Let's support each child based on how their mind actually functions. Defined Ajna children thrive when they are allowed to go deep into the subject they love, when they are guided to observe their thoughts, not act on them, and when they are reminded that they don't have to convince others or prove they are right. Undefined Ajna children thrive when they are encouraged to explore many ideas without pressure to choose just one, when they are taught that not knowing is part of their magic, and when they are reminded that it's okay to change their mind again and again. Parents, this part is for you. Let's say your child keeps changing their mind every day. First they want to play guitar, the next day it's painting, then swimming, then they don't know what they want altogether. You might feel frustrated and say, just make up your mind. But if they have an undefined ajna, this is normal. It's not that they're flaky. It's that their mind is designed to explore, not decide. Or maybe your child talks constantly about every idea they ever had, but never follows through. They may have a defined ajna connected to the throat. That connection gives them the gift of speaking their mind, but they need help grounding those words into action, or they will feel misunderstood. Simple things you can do at home. Teach your kids that their thoughts are just thoughts, not commands. Encourage inner authority. Help them tune into their gut, emotions, or instincts before acting. Stop asking what do you think when they're struggling. Ask instead, how do you feel about it? Or what does your body say? Whether your child has a defined or undefined ajna, their mind is a beautiful tool, not the decision maker. Help them become the observer of their thoughts, not a slave to them. Support them in understanding how they think instead of what to think. And let's raise a generation of kids who are confident in their own unique awareness, not trapped in the anxiety of needing to be right. And thank you for watching. If this helped you see your child or yourself more clearly, give this video a like, share it with your friend, and subscribe for more human design, gene keys, and mindful parenting wisdom. And if you would like a human design or gene keys reading, reach me via an email in the description box below. Stay curious and stay kind. With love and gratitude. Your Lakshmi.